Hey guys, welcome to Weekly Whip Wednesday on September 25th, I think, with your host, Mo of Unseen Strands. This is just a weekly vlog where I show you basically what I work on during a day in the life of a fiber artist. So today I am looking at the end of the month rearing its ugly head at me and things that need to get done. So this particular skein, this is one of those unlabeled Karen Simply Softs. I believe this is the light blue colorway, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So I know that it's Simply Soft, so we're just going to go ahead and do a preemie hat, or at least a preemie hat out of this. So I have just pulled out my needle. Took me a while to find it. It was hiding in my spot. I mean, it was exactly where it should have been, but it wasn't there the first time I looked. I don't know, but this is my my set of Caspian interchangeables, short tips from Knit Picks on my 12-inch cable. I believe that's the same cable that comes with this set. They are interchangeable with the Knitter's Pride, so that's why I'm not 100% sure that that's the cable, but I'm pretty sure that set came with two 12-inch cables. So that is for the hat that I hope to get started. I might not even actually get this started. I might save this for later on in the week, but I'm glad that it is now paired so that I can work on it. Then I have, again, the sweater project that I'm not actually sharing with you the project itself. This I really need to focus on today. I'm hoping I can at least I'm up to, it works from the bottom up, and therefore I am at the top section, which makes the armholes for the top, and I just started the front. I found an issue with some of the math calculations, which happen when you upsize things or, change the sizing. So I'm glad that I've actually been a help to the designer. This is the hook I am using for that project, which I believe is an E. Unless I switched hooks again. I'm pretty sure I might have worked a row of it in my 2.5 millimeter because I noticed that I had it in my hand when I was going back and forth trying to do this calculation issue that I had with the pattern. And I'm like, I don't know if I actually worked anything with this hook or not. It didn't look like there was less stress in the last row, so I'm just letting it go, but I might have switched hooks on that. But this is ball 4, so I'm hoping that this ball will last the rest of the top section, so then when I connect the back and do that section, that it's just a separate ball. So hoping that I can get it done in 5 balls. And this is again a Knit Picks Galileo yarn and the color Nebula. And that, these come in, I believe they're 50-gram balls, so this whole top will be about 250, and if I can get it to work, I might try and add sleeves to it later. The actual pattern is sleeveless, but if I can figure out a sleeve, I might add some kind of sleeve to it after the test is over. And then our final project to work on today is, sorry guys, I did not have this one ready to show. I have this is the second sock I am working on. I don't remember which row I'm on. I think I'm on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to say 16. I can't count it with one hand. I just use my nail and go along these bumps in the middle. It's kind of hard to do, but I think I'm on row 16 of that. I'll give this another look. I've got my 30 row cuff. I have, what was I doing? I think I'm doing 52 rounds of the body of the sock. Then I still have heel, and we went down to, I believe, just a 49, 50 row, depending on how good my counting was. body before the toe. So hopefully I'll be able to get these done before the end of the month. So on top of all that work, oh, and these are on my, oh no, I'm losing stitches. These are on my ChiaoGoo 9-inch circulars. They're a 2.5 millimeter or a size 1.5 according to the ChiaoGoo system. This is the Stranger Things colorway by Bumblebee Acres. And the other thing that is going to eat up all my time today is the littles are getting their new beds. We decided for their 3rd birthday they were going to get their big boy beds, especially since about the week before their 3rd birthday, Zane decided he could also climb out of his crib. And, you know, the cribs are just, I mean, Leo and climbing has always been an issue, and now that Zane can get out of his bed, there wasn't really a point for the cribs. The problem is that because Leo is a climber, I really don't want bunk beds, and beds aren't cheap. So what we have done is we have selected a bed that will look fine side by side, even though it is a bunk bed. And so we are going to set it not bunked for at least the next year or so, probably year to 2 years. And then when possibly Leo is a better obeyer of rules, we will bunk them so there is more space in the room, because it's literally going to eat up all the floor space in the room. But we were able to get those from the Slumberland clearance sale. And yeah, so we have to go pick those up tonight and try to squeeze them into their room. And we also got a dresser that I'll be putting in their closet, and hopefully they don't destroy that, but it was a $100 dresser that matches the bunk beds that will be going in the room. So yeah, that is what I have to work on today, and apparently I have to work on picking up stitches. Because I lost 3 stitches there while pulling this out for you. 2 stitches? Maybe it's only 2. Yeah, we'll check in with you guys later. Hey guys, sorry, once again I was unable to really check in again at all yesterday. So this is the remnants of, I guess, cake, ball, whatever, donut. I think they look more like donuts. Of number 5 of the test crochet pattern that I'm doing. I did get all the way to the top of the back, I think, for the top. My gauge was taller in row size than the gauge for the sample, so I ran out of yarn on ball 4, which is why the top of the front half is not done. So I need to go back, attach, and see if those 2 sides meet up at a good enough spot that I can be done, or I might have to add some more, so I'm going to have to put this aside for later. And then where I got to, I did not start the hat. I decided I might just save that for weekend project and hope that I can get back to the computer on Monday and get it posted, which is kind of unlikely, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna hope, maybe. But here is where I am at on the sock. I got to row 26 of my stockinette. That is of, I want to say 52 rounds, so about halfway. I guess that would be approximately exactly halfway to done with that part. And then I had just a little keeping it real with you guys moment that I wanted to share. Yesterday I completely, at least after I recorded, I completely got off YouTube. I mean, by getting off, I mean that I did not watch it. I usually watch YouTube all day long when I am in the house as I can. And yesterday there was a thing going on called the Mom Conference. It's actually been going on, I think, over the last, or Mom Summit. I don't know. It's been a while since I've actually paid attention. I still get emails from this particular thing because back when we used to live in the town north of here, We were in a great moms group that actually got us all like connected to this thing. So that is why I even have the information about it at all. But I spent all day, because they had all their, basically, if you want to compare it to a podcast here, they had all their videos for the summit free to watch for when I started. I think that was the next 14-ish hours, something like that. Because it was till midnight, but it was Eastern time. Which I thought was funny, because I could tell the stuff was all from Utah. But, like, midnight your time is not midnight my time, or midnight Eastern. But I was watching a bunch of that stuff, plus we had the baby's room. Yeah, it was a busy day, and then today I got, well, last night after, midnight, and this morning I've watched only a couple videos, so I already deleted those from my subscription. You can hide them, although they don't necessarily stay hidden anymore. There's lots of YouTube issues. I have over 47 videos that I am behind on now. Guys, if you couldn't tell just by the fact of these projects that I have left unfinished for the month, and we're down to like the last 4 days of the month, I am overwhelmed. And just counting those videos up this morning, I am more than overwhelmed. And I need a YouTube break. Not that I will take breaks necessarily from posting, because I only post with you guys on an average of once a week. This month I did actually get a podcast up, and I put it up in 3 different segments so that I could actually get it up for you, because editing for me is a nightmare, and I know it's not perfect, any of those episodes, but that was how it worked for me. So that's what I got up for you. But yeah, 47 for one day, guys. That's too much. So what I have decided to do is, I have a dozen podcasters or so that I have, or I guess channels, because not all of it is Yarny YouTube podcasters. I have a dozen people I have picked out that I absolutely 100% will watch what they put out. I have another list of about 2 dozen people that I may or may not, and the rest of you are, I'm sorry, I'm overwhelmed. I love you, but I can't. I need to focus on here, the family, and other stuff that actually brings educational value into my home. I'm not saying that if you're a yarn podcaster, you're not bringing educational value, but I'm too overwhelmed. It's not going in my head in the first place, so why am I bothering? I need to start prioritizing, I guess, in a way. But I feel terrible, because I think of everyone as my friend, or at least I am trying, but I am not one of those people that has a Facebook culture mentality. I can't have 1,000 friends and feel okay about it. I need to have a small group of friends that I become very close with, and keep, I need to back off and make better relationships with the relationships I have, and all that good jazz. Because I am just 100% overwhelmed. I've been struggling a lot this last month with just feelings of inequality, or just feelings that I'm not good enough. And then I had a situation happen not quite a week ago, where somebody pretty much told me that I was not good enough. And then the next day I got on YouTube and started watching my videos, only to find out I am still yet not good enough, because I can't participate in everything with everyone and make everyone happy. And guys, this shouldn't be. This shouldn't be the way I feel when I watch videos. And I'm sorry, I'm really trying not to get to this emotional point. But that break yesterday, when I broke away to watch more uplifting things, more things that tried to empower you. That was a break I really needed. So I need to look for that. I need to look for books and things, because I've gotten away from doing that. I've basically been reading. I still read every day, but it's more non-fictional manual stuff. Sherry with Sherry's Back of Holding knows. We're gearing up to play well, I guess she doesn't know, but we're gearing up to start a new campaign. I've been trying really hard to get very familiar with 5 D&D 5th edition rules and such, and so most of my reading this summer has been that manual and just trying to get my spells and things in control, and it's just not things that feed my soul. And I need to get back to the stuff that feeds my soul. And as much as I love you guys, with all the drama and all the pointing fingers and shaming, it's not feeding my soul. So if I don't watch your stuff, don't be offended. I just need some time for me. Okay, guys? I love you.